Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be a reading on what spiritual gifts are asleep or dormant within you right now, or are trying to be awoken within you from whatever element is trying to assist. Okay. Apparently, Patchy has chosen pile number 3. So, I have pulled the cards already. I made a little layout, and there's 3 piles here to choose from. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tell you your card or your pile choices, and you can decide. We can take a deep breath in, and let's ground our energy. We will be connecting with ancestors, spiritual lineage, so soul lineage and ancestral bloodline lineage, ancient ancestry especially. So taking a deep breath in through the nose, and exhale out through the mouth. Good, maybe you'll get out my way now. Thank you. She's like, I didn't like that in my face. Okay, so now I'll be able to show you your pile selections. I think she bent the camera a little bit. Okay, so for pile number 1, I also used my own personal rune, my bone rune set, to choose a rune for you. Oh, whoops, you're going to be able to see the thing underneath. I'm going to have to pick up the whole pile. Okay, so for pile number 1, we have More the Sea. This is from the Celtic Tree Oracle. Number 25, if you like numbers. And your psychic linking object is this shell. Each object does have a voice, and I will go over that in each pile. Okay, and you have the rune Dagas. Whoops. Okay, and for pile number 2, you have number 6 with Hawthorn. You have this root. And you have the rune Jera. And last but not least, for pile number 3, you have honeysuckle, number 23. Oh yeah, this is number 6. I don't know if I said that. Number 3 is 23 with honeysuckle. Your psychic linking object is this feather. And your rune is Inglas. Okay, those are your pile selections. Take your time, pause the video if you need to. I like to close my eyes, ask my higher self or my ancestors or my guides or whatever you want to ask to help guide you to the pile that is for you, and choosing with your third eye, not your real eyes, or not your 2 eyes. Take a deep breath in, close your eyes, and then exhale and open your eyes, and whichever one keeps pulling you to it, that is your pile. Okay guys, I will see you in your piles. Bye! Hello, pile number 1. You chose number 25, More the Sea. And this element is connected to the totems of undines and water nymphs and fairies. The deities or guides that are associated with this are moon goddesses, Mananan, Maglur, great mother goddesses, and female ancestors, okay? So heavy, heavy female energy coming through here. What gifts and abilities are sleeping? What spiritual abilities are sleeping within you? This card is telling you that you have ancestral lands, okay? There's a trip or a journey that connects to ancestral homelands, ancient power places, sacred lands that needs to happen here. You have gifts of being able to protect waters. You may be drawn to shamanism or whatever original ancestry, like a deep shamanic energy. Like, so whatever culture has different versions of it, I guess you could say. But yeah, so what else did I put? Oh yeah, so rain, storms, and tears. So this is all about like you connecting to the element of water, and your abilities have to do with you healing the waters around you or where you go. And they're really suggesting you actually traveling to your ancestral homeland in order to activate these abilities, in order to activate these gifts fully. Okay, this is really, really powerful synchronistic card when it comes to the question that I asked. So if you feel drawn intuitively to ancient power places, if you don't know your ancestry, let's just say this, if you don't know your maternal ancestry, then follow what draws you. So if you feel super drawn to Egypt, then go there. If you feel super drawn to I don't know, like Ireland or Scotland, then go there, because this is going to activate a lot of the water within your blood, within your body. And if you can't physically go there, then maybe go on a shamanic journey and visit those places, because this is where you're from. Wherever you feel a pull to visit is where is what we're talking about here, okay? But the gift that is awakening within you has to do with you healing the waters. And I'm really getting that it has to do with you like healing the somewhat ley lines or the grid within the waters. So this is rivers, ponds, lakes, oceans, all of the waters. Okay? You have an ability that is passed down through your maternal line that where they healed the waters. They healed the waters. They activated energetically, and they did it in groups, is what I just heard. Now, the reason why I say that you're meant to be healing the waters is because, for one, this card says that, but for two, this shell right here I collected after I went somewhere, and I went to it was in the ocean, and we were like kind of like boating and stuff like that, and all of a sudden my body just walked out into the middle of the water, and I started channeling some type of like light language song, and my hands and my arms started moving around, and light shot out of my womb, all like in like a huge like all different directions, and it like rippled out, and then dolphins started playing around me like 100 feet from where I was at. Okay, so this is significant here. There's something about you healing the waters and healing it energetically through the ley lines is what I'm getting, okay? But even just blessing them, speaking to them, asking them what they need, cleaning the water up, you know what I mean? Like things like that. The rune that you chose is Lagas. This is a rune of shift, okay? This is a rune of going from one aspect to a complete another. So I feel like this is going to be a huge spiritual initiation for you if you do get to travel, or if you do start journeying into your unconscious or subconscious. Connecting with your inner child and your higher self here is also significant, and healing ancestral wounds as well is what I just heard. Okay, so yeah, so this is your main card that you chose here. Okay, so the first question that I asked for this thing I just made out. Okay, sensations you may not have noticed yet. Sensations you may not have noticed yet. Wow, look at this mother energy, and it's right back at the belly. There's something about the womb here with you, even if you're male. there's something about healing maternal. Yeah, because, okay. Yeah. Okay, back to my notes over here. So, Mengloth is the goddess of healing. She's also a Jotun, you know, a giant. But this says healing base elements and life wounds. So there's something about you looking within your ancestral line. You see, look how this is so, and like it's so connected. That's wild. It's about you connecting with your ancestral line, like your maternal ancestral line, and seeing how you have patterns or wounds that are affecting your life now that you don't need to be carrying, that they're not yours to hold. Okay? But also life wounds, as in like when something happens to you and then all of a sudden you have this wound there and then it affects the rest of your life, nervous system wise, or just your belief systems and stuff like this. So this right here is the, what was the question? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to keep going back and forth. Sensations that you might not have noticed yet. So this is kind of already what's waking within you that you might not have noticed yet, okay? It's kind of been a little bit dormant for you. But she is the healer of she is the teacher of all the healers of all the 9 realms. So she's here to teach you. You're a healer. You are a healer. Wow, pile number 1. You are a powerful healer, and you can work with water. I'm talking about like you can use water to heal, like 100%. Like, I mean, you could splash water in the 4 corners of your room and it's going to instantly create a sacred sanctuary. Like, there's something about you working with water and the water elements and and like the water nymphs and the undines that are going to be super powerful for you. Okay? Wow, I already got your answer before we even started the reading. Okay, for pound number, or the second question is, what is the runic resonance around you right now? Okay, yeah, so this is the runic resonance. Shut the front door. Look at where her hands are at. On her belly. Her womb. Okay, so Pertho is, to me, is the rune of the womb. Okay. Crudish Vikings would say that it's a woman with her legs open. Okay, so that's why sex is here. We have Lux, this is Pertho, luck, sex, and chance. So the Old Norse believe that your ancestors passed down their luck, the luck that they have accumulated, their abundance, like whatever it is that they have accumulated in that lifetime, that they hand it down to a specific child or a specific ancestor, like past them, like a further on person in their heritage, in their bloodline. Okay, that's what I'm picking up right now. So right now you have this cup that is able to be filled with all of the accumulated luck and blessings and hard-earned gifts that your ancestors fought for, and they chose you to hand it to. Okay? This is through your maternal line, 100,000%. So much feminine energy here, maternal energy here. So this is the energy around you right now. And they also, I'm also hearing releasing life wounds around sexuality. Like, this is a rune of, like, in this deck, this is a rune of sex for fun with community. Like, allowing your sensuality to be playful and to allure and to just enjoy yourself and find pleasure. So there may be a wound around pleasure for you that needs healing, because you are meant to be vibrant in this energy of sex and luck and just magnetizing things towards you, filling your cup. Okay, number 3, what is happening on a spiritual level? So this is as above. This is what's happening in the ethers. We have the elemental of earth and the ace of water. See what I'm talking about? Filling your cup. This little gnome here is playing a pipe. One second. Okay, wow. Now I understand why they wanted me to read that. So this ace of water cup is talking about the great rite. Okay. For covens, they will have a high priestess and a high priest that creates a symbolic ceremony called the Great Rite. And it can take two forms, one of two forms. It could take the form of a chalice of wine symbolizing the goddess, and the athame symbolizing the god, and the intercourse of it coming through. Or in the other form, it's the high priestess and the high priest of a coven perform a ritual together in which they embody the goddess and the god, culminating in intercourse, symbolizing the sacred marriage. So, and that is to create something fulfilling, something powerful, something divine. Okay, it's a relationship that promises to grow into something fulfilling, powerful, and something divine. Okay. So if this is what's happening in the astral and the ethers, like in the spirit realms, with the elemental of earth here, the elemental of earth is a sign of prosperity and abundance and manifestation. Okay? It's the energy surrounding and filling the situation is solid and stable. So this is saying that in the spirit realm, when it comes to you opening up to this, there is something about you, there is a sacred union happening in the ethers with either a divine counterpart or the two versions of yourself, I guess you could say, like the feminine and masculine within yourself, like it coming together. But there is a seed being born. There's a seed being planted, like the masculine life force energy being planted in the feminine womb. There is a intercourse and an inception going on here in the spirit realm. Okay, let's see how this is manifesting in your life. What's happening? How is the spiritual influences are manifesting in your life? Okay, interesting. The Magician and the Reverse. Okay, we're gonna have to clarify this, because this is either saying that you are using your abilities for negative purposes or manipulating others, or it's saying that it's not manifesting into your life because you're not, like, you're blocking this off. Maybe you're blocking a divine union from happening. Maybe you're blocking off your own abundance from these wounds, these life wounds here. But let's just see. Okay. Maternal ancestors that are for this pile. Can you please tell me, can we please clarify the Magician in the Reverse? Why is the Magician in the Reverse here for pile number 1? Ace of Cups came out at the bottom here. We have the Hangman and the Six of Wands in the Reverse. Not seeing your own achievements. Okay, so basically you're not seeing your own achievements here. Okay, you're not valuing your own accomplishments with this energy. Like, I don't think you understand how much power and divine love is being sent to you, and you're blocking it off, and they're asking you to surrender to a situation or to love. There's a gift of divine love that's offered here, and if it's accepted, then you have this, like, if you accept it, a loving energy flows through you, enhancing your life. But see, with you, I feel like you're preparing for the final challenge here. You think you haven't finished something. You think you haven't fully healed or something, or maybe you haven't. No, I think you have, because it's saying you haven't. You're not honoring your accomplishments. You're not valuing what you've already come, how far you've already come. Okay, so we're gonna get more advice and stuff on this, but this energy of this coming together, this union is very powerful, and they feel like you're kind of like you're not taking it, like you're thwarting it, or because you're too scared maybe, or you think that you haven't come far enough when it comes to your healing for you to accept love, even if it's in a divine aspect. Okay, so for number 5, what animal totems are supporting this gift awakening? Wow, look, you have Volcano. Look, the rune is right there on this card. You have the rabbit here, but Volcano is the rune of the divine, of like the goddess of feminine energy. Okay, so you're being supported by the energy of fertility, for pregnancy of anything. You're really meant to be magnetizing masculine energy towards you, and it's like you're blocking off, you're purposely putting a wall up against the thing that you're naturally here to bring towards you. Like this is your spiritual gift. That's weird to say that, but it is. Okay, so you have the rabbit that is stepping forward and supporting you with the energy of Volcano. Okay, number 6 is what the spirits, ancestors, and deities are assisting. What spirits, ancestors, or deities are assisting with this and passing the gifts down? Okay, we have at day's end rest. Look at all those black cats. I find peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit. You have a lot of nature spirits, okay? A lot of nature spirits that are helping you with this. You know, a lot of times we make things a lot more complicated than what they are. Look at the natural world. Does the natural world block away co-creation because their last cat boyfriend got hurt? No, they produce. And there's an energy of like a beauty here. Okay, and then we have this card too, also came out with it. Your own path. You have dragon energy showing up, crystal energy showing up, definitely trees. Look, that's the same rune that you picked, Vagas. And we have dream catchers here. You have a very unique, specific path that you're not going to find in any written text or any other something. Feathers are left for you. Feathers are significant. They are left for you as synchronistic items from these ancestors and these guides. They're showing you the way. They're showing you the path. Look, that's literally the rune that you got, Pertho. Look, same rune. So this is very synchronistic energy here that's coming through. You've got, this card has 2 of the runes that are on this table right now. That's wild. You have draconic guardians that are masculine. You could also have a staff with a crystal on the end of it, or you should be working with crystals and wood, roots and staves. I follow my own unique path with courage and strength. They want you to connect with them more, okay? They want you to connect with them more. They want you to be in nature and to just sit underneath the tree and rest and receive the divine downloads that they're trying to send you. Birds are significant. See these birds here? They're leaving feathers for you, for your path. You just have to trust and follow. I just heard this is a money tree, okay? So take care of yourself more, okay? But you have a lot of elemental, powerful beings. The Fae are also helping you. The Fae, yeah, the fairies from that, yeah. So the fairies are the ones that are guiding this, for sure. Okay, and then number 7 is what signs, symbols, and omens to look out for. Well, I just said definitely feathers, but let's get some charms to see what signs and symbols or omens to look out for. What signs and symbols are you sending my pile number 1s? The clock. Okay, so numbers. Looking at numbers, okay? Let me see if I can see what number is on here. So we have a 1 and a 10. So You may see like 1010, 111, 1111, something like this. Anything else for signs and symbols that you send them? Okay, whoa. Okay. Look out for light shining through trees. Okay. Look for bones. They want you to use bones. Okay. They may show you pictures of crowns, or you may see signs about royalty. Lobsters as well. Look for lobsters. You might see lobsters or crabs. That's them reaching out to you, okay? And pictures. Look for pictures that spark your interest, okay, or of your ancestors. But especially the numbers. Numbers for sure. What's the advice on what's needed to awaken these gifts? Look, you can't make it up. Nature spirits. Look, there's a frog here. There is those, what are they called? You know what I'm talking about. Lotuses. The Fae realm is significant, okay? Water. So streams, if you have like a stream or like a little waterfall near you, definitely go there. You're definitely going to connect with them there. I respect all of nature's elemental beings and preserve life on earth. Yeah, she's healing the waters. Do you see what I'm saying? This whole entire reading just came to a conclusion, right back to what I said. You are meant to heal the waters and heal the land and honor all of the nature spirits around you. Okay, you have Fae lineage for sure. 100%. And this is what you're here to do. You're a steward of earth. You are a steward of earth. You are a daughter of Gaia, of Midgard, okay? And you have abilities that aren't taught. You can't learn it from a book. You can't learn it from somebody else's experience. This is something that is within you, and you're not going to find it anywhere outside of you. You can get inspiration, like you're getting inspiration right now through me, but all in all, this is something you're going to learn on a very, very, very intimate level, okay? This is an intimate level with spirit, with your ancestors, with the water, with all that is, especially nature, you guys, okay? Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I can get one more card for advice on anything else that you need to know in order to wake these abilities up, but be in nature as much as possible, okay? And allow yourself to heal from whatever life wounds created this wall around your love and around your body and around your heart, okay? That's definitely what needs to happen, because this divine union is very important for it to come into place. You are a creator, okay? But you need this connection with this masculine energy or feminine energy, whichever. Okay, is there any other advice you want to give them on how to awaken these abilities? They said just go do it. Like, you don't need to learn anything, just go do it. You just need to go do it. Make time to be in nature. Yeah, and you've got to start looking at your achievements. Like, you think that you can't do this, but you've already done it. So really taking into consideration how far you've already come, okay? Like, don't doubt yourself, okay? Don't doubt yourself, because you have the power within you. All you have to do is remember. This is a remembrance, okay? All right, pile number 1, that's all I have for you. I love you so much. I hope this did help or serve you in some way, shape, or form. Please comment down below if you chose this pile, and I definitely resonate with you, so this might have been my pile for sure. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my readings, and yeah, I'll see you down in the comment section. Set me a little, put in, if you chose pile number 1, put a little fairy emoji of your choice. Okay, bye. Welcome, pile number 2. I just want to say, as soon as I went to tap into this energy, I got a bone deep exhaustion, like heavy, heavy, heavy exhaustion. to the point where I couldn't even continue to do the reading. I had to go make coffee, which I very rarely, like maybe once every 6 months, drink it. But I had to make it in order to even be able to do this reading. Okay. This is my coffee cup. Tennessee could be significant. Raccoons, bears, boots, guitars. It says the volunteer state. 1796 could also be significant. Okay. So I feel like you guys are very, very, very tired. You guys, I feel like y'all might have just went through something pretty deep. Some type of initiation, or you could have just went through like a huge initiation into, you know, the deeper realms of self, or like in your actual life you could have had something really traumatic or really exhausting, overstimulating happen to you. And I feel like, and you're just now coming up from the underworld. You're just now coming up from out of this. And I say that because you chose this Hawthorn card here. And this Hawthorn card's totems are fairies and the white stag. And the deities are Persephone, the maiden aspect of the goddess, the horned god, Cernunnos, and Herne the hunter. This is resonating with the spring equinox. March 21st through April 17th could be significant. So can September 21st through October 17th. So there's something about a gift you've already possessed that you forgot about, or that you were conditioned away from. Okay. You chose the rune Jera, which is the rune of a yearly cycle. So I feel like this has been a long coming. Like, I know this reading is supposed to be about the spiritual gifts that are asleep within you, but this is why they're asleep within you, okay? Because of this situation here, because of this energy. And it's just like, it's so heavy. I feel like you really need to ground, okay? You really need to ground. And yeah, so this is decaf coffee. I don't know why that's significant, but I think it is, because it's like you don't need to intake more things that elevate your heart rate or elevate your, you know, like your energy in that way, because it's just going to make it worse. Maybe try drinking decaf coffee if you drink coffee. You chose this root. This is a mangrove root, and I received it when I went on a trip to the Bahamas. So the Bahamas could be significant for you. But it's got so much power in it. And I'm not sure if mandrake roots, hold on. I'm not sure if mandrake roots have like a ball like this to hold them down, to anchor them, or if this is a wound that the root had to create in order to heal itself. But it is very bottom heavy, okay? But this serves for picking energy out. So like I can use this to weave through the threads of energy. And it also is very grounding for me and very anchoring when my energy is all over the place. Okay? So the Hawthorn card here talks about seen, unseen realms of the Fae. Okay, magic and ears, Fae and magic, eyes and ears within. So like there are things like, just like how dogs can hear a specific whistle but we can't. There are things that you can't see with your naked eye. So the gifts that are awakening, that are wanting to be awakened within you, when you repeat this, when you end this cycle, you close this cycle out and get ready for the new birth that's coming. When it comes to Beltane. So a coming together of something, a birth of something. Like this is new spring. Persephone returns to Demeter. There's new life going to be burned. Interesting. But before you can do that, you have to clear things out. I feel like this overstimulation energy is talking about whatever's gone on. There's a lot of clearing that needs to happen. Clearing old photos, clearing your files on your computer, clearing out your closet, cleaning your house, decluttering, getting rid of anything and everything that is taking up space that this new birth is asking for in order to culminate within you. Okay. You have the ability to peer into the unseen realms, the elemental beings, the dragons, the unicorns, the fairies. Okay. This is the gift that is meant to wake back up within you, but there's something about you not being able to see with your childlike eyes because of all of the hard things that you have seen and faced in your life, okay? And so it's like there's just too much, and like things need to go, okay? So let's get into your reading. Okay, the first card is sensations that you may not have noticed yet. Oh, you've got scold. So destiny, fate, and potential. So you may not have noticed that your fate and your destiny and your potential are woven throughout this shift, this awakening, this opening of new gifts. You got two of these. Anger, Boda. Okay, fury, primal magic, and primal feminine. Yeah, so this is this wolf snarling here, this lightning energy. This is the witch of the Iron Woods, I believe it's called. And she is all about like the primal magic of the feminine, primal feminine energy. Okay, and she's telling you the energy that's coming through here, she is here for you, okay? But she's telling you, stop with the complexity. This makes so much sense. Stop with the complexity. You need to go back to the root. Go back to the root of any and everything that you're dealing with that you can't figure out or that's plaguing your mind, okay? Go back to the root and the basics of every situation within your life. What is actually necessary and what is not necessary. Get effing rid of whatever else is there, because it's not useful, and you've been led off of your destined path. Okay, so she is here to steer you right back to where you need to go, because there's something about you carrying or holding on to these aspects or things within yourself, or belief patterns or wounds or traumas or people or holding on to these things, and they're not part of your weird. They're not part of your destiny or your fate or your potential, and she's not here for it. Like, look at her. She will fuck somebody up, and it's primal. It's deep. You are connected to the Norns and to these ancient primordial forces of our history that haven't been seen in thousands of years. Her magic has not been seen in thousands of years. Thousands of years. It has been dormant. And it is waking back up, honey. It is waking back up. And she is going to help you with this lightning energy to cast out and like blast through anything that is not your destined path. Wow, this is powerful. Pile number 2. Oh, I feel like the energy is getting better now. That's good, because I was like, oh, I don't think I can finish this pick a card. It was so bad. It was so bad. The energy was so much. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's part of the message. I couldn't do my purpose because of the energy. It's the same thing for you. You can't do your destined fate and potential and purpose. You're fated weird because you have energy bogging you down like a freaking freight train on top of you. Like, it was heavy, very heavy. And it's weird because it was heavy, but yet I needed to ground, because it was heavy, but it was mental. Okay, but it was bone deep. It was in my body too. Okay, anyway, I don't know if that's going to confuse you, but it is what it is. What is the runic resonance around you right now? Interesting. We got Gabo. Trust, gifts, and reputation. This is about receiving and giving. And you know, giving, you also have to be open to receiving as well. I feel like these energies, your ancestors, spirit guides, deities, whatever have you, are trying to gift to you this gift of receiving, people trusting you, building your reputation up for somebody that people can trust. I feel like you can also see through the veil and see other people's destiny and fate. And there's this energy of you being trustworthy of what you say. So if you are an oracle, if you are a prophet, if you are a seer, if you're a reader, whatever, you can see the weirds of others and the connections that are good for them and that are meant to be contracted and bound. I'm thinking about Beltane again, the coming together, the sacred marriage of the god and the goddess. Yeah. So this is a spiritual gift that's waking up within you. But you have to be able to receive and give. And when you give to somebody, you have to trust that they're not going to turn around and stab you in the back with it. It's like in the old times when a jarl would give a sword to one of his people, he had to trust that he wasn't going to turn around and use it against him. And then it was passed down as an heirloom. You may have an heirloom, is what I just heard, that was passed down through generations, and there's something about you activating that heirloom. Okay? Okay, what is happening on the spiritual level? Okay, we have the Three of Earth. Beautiful. Look at all that abundance. We got pears, bumblebees, lilies. We got some gnomes. We got 1, 2, 3 gnomes over here. He's eating a grape. Okay. I'm going to take this as these are the elemental allies that you have that are working within your space, on your land, in your aura, in your field, to bring life, and working with the plant kingdom. You have a lot of elf allies here and a lot of allies within the flower and plant kingdom for sure. Especially like nourishing fruits and stuff like that. So in the astral or in the ethers, there is something that is helping you to bring life back into your field, back into your life, like beauty, like again with the fairies, and seeing the fairies dance, and seeing with the flowers and the trees, and seeing the elemental beings that help keep the earth growing the way it does, and helps keep you be able to see the beauty and the magic in the simplest things in life. Okay, let's see how are the spiritual influences are manifesting in your life. Wow, the stars. Here's the number. Here's another. There's three people here. There's a mother and children here. This is about, it's manifesting your life with renewal, with getting out of a depressive state, getting, like, seeing things, pessimism, cynicism, or whatever you want to call it, cynicism, I don't know why I can't say that correctly, are washed away. Like, there's a renewal. It's summertime. The sun is out. We're playing outside. We're having a good time. Everyone's laughing. It's like this childlike, you're going to start being able to see the world through childlike eyes again. This is how the spiritual influences are affecting your physical life, okay? That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. It's a time of renewal and cleansing. So you're going to feel clean, refreshed, and renewed, okay? What animal totems are supporting this gift awakening? Oh, we have an eagle. So birds are significant as well. We have Tiawas here. So you have the eagle totem that is helping assist you with this. And he holds the sword of justice. This is Tyr's rune. He is the god of justice, of self-sacrifice for the greater good, of doing what is right, of honor, of rising above the shit that is not true or is not worthy of you. They're helping you cut away the shit that's not relevant to your path, to your purpose. The eagle is the messenger of the gods as well, along with ravens and crows. So this is a very powerful totem to have working on your behalf. Okay. What spirits, ancestors, deity are assisting this and passing the gifts down? Oh, we have the water elementals. So mermaids and dolphins here. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes of life. So you have water elementals that are assisting bringing this online for you. Okay, you might want to watch pile number 1. They had a lot of water elemental energy too. And vice versa. Maybe, yeah, pile 1 and pile 2 might go together. Okay, I think I drew 2 cards for this. Okay, yeah, and you have crystal ascension. So number 11 and number 37. You have the Fae that are connected to the crystal kingdom. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the crystal kingdom. So crystals are, if you find crystals or somebody gives you a crystal or you feel super drawn to a specific crystal, you're meant to be working with that crystal. I mean, like activating the spirit of the crystal, not just like, oh, look at all my crystal collection. I'm talking about doing the actual work. And especially crystals that are associated with water. See how they're in the water there? Yeah, you're meant to be working with the crystal kingdom. Okay. Things that grow over ancient times. Like it takes a long time for them to grow. So crystals that are found in your ancestral lands is what I just heard as well. Okay. And what signs, symbols, and omens to look for? Let's get some charms. What signs, symbols, and omens to look out for to show that these spirits are giving you messages? What symbols and signs are you leaving for pile number 2? Okay, you could be hearing. Okay, this is a French horn. You could be hearing sounds, listening. Okay, the crab. If you see crabs, if you see pictures of crabs, know that that's also a sign, or Cancer signs or something like that. Libra is also showing up here. Justice scales, scales of justice. Musical instruments. This is just the energy they're kind of doing here. Interesting. So, seeing these symbols is going to be a direct message from these energies that are trying to help awaken these gifts within you, okay? And feelings of justice and fairness also will be a sign from them. When you feel like justice needs to be served, that's this energy with Angerboda here. What advice on what's needed to awaken these gifts? You have crown chakra. I know I am a part of source and my life is guided by divine wisdom. So advice is to connect to higher wisdom, okay? Higher wisdom, not things that bog you down, that suffocate you. Okay? I feel like I need to get something else. So hold on, let's see. What other advice do you have for my pile number 2s for how to help make these gifts come online? So really work with the crown chakra, okay? Clearing the crown chakra, giving your crown chakra an upgrade, making sure that your lotus is fully bloomed and that you have a open and clear like apothecary over the lotus. Make sure there's no entities or attachments in the crown chakra. There's something, okay, that's the thing. So when I first started tapping into the energy, I was picking up that you had the sight as a child. You had the ability to see, sense, feel these elemental beings, these magical creatures, dragons, fairies, unicorns, all of the things, gnomes, okay? So something happened and you shut the ability off, okay? You shut your ability to hear off, you shut your ability to see off. This is the gifts that are being brought forward for you, the gifts that are asleep, that are just dormant, but they're not, it's not like you've never experienced them before. You have, but something happened and you chose to go a different way, or you veered off that path, or it scared you or something, and now this is wanting to be woken back up from within you. Okay, what other advice do you have for how they can activate these abilities? Wow. Okay, so definitely they want you to do a ceremony on Samhain. Okay, when it comes to Halloween, the veil is thin. We can connect to our ancestors like that. Okay, the spirit realm is all around us and it speaks to us. Give an offering, light a candle, open up a sacred space for them to come in. Okay, but how to best do it? Rest. Okay, give your brain a rest. Look at all this mail, all this freaking shit everywhere, all this mental shit. Like, clear your mind, your crown chakra. Clear your mind of everything that is not useful and relevant to you now. Okay, look, even her air fairies are tired. They're freaking sleeping on the floor. Okay, they're exhausted. Smell some flowers. Okay, take a rest. Your air elementals are freaking pooped. They're exhausted. Okay, it's time to take a break. It's time to rest your mind, clear all of this extra information here in the mind that you don't need, because it's not useful and it's just taking up space. Okay, and then also go on walks. I'm not going to read this as the card that it is, which is the Five of Pentacles, but allow yourself to get lost in the woods. Okay, you have some type of staff here, which is significant because I was actually called to activate my staff again before I did this reading, this pick a card reading. So there's something about you having a staff that is passed down from your ancient ancestors that is meant to be a companion for you and your magical abilities and your abilities to see things clearly. Okay, you have a lot of earth elementals and air elementals that are helping guide you. Okay, they will show you the way, but you need to have the eyes and the ears to see and hear them. Okay, so allow yourself to get lost in the woods and just rest. Okay, take some time off work, and definitely when it comes to Halloween, do a ritual, do a ceremony, allow them to have a space to come in, make a seat for them. Okay, and also spend time in nature. Go outside and you know, forage. Find out what different natural grown plants are around you. There's no such thing as a weed. Everything is a plant. Everything has a purpose and it has its own spirit and energy. They want you to connect to those different spirits and energy, okay? And there could be a connection coming in. The Lovers, that's why I say that. There could be a new connection coming in, especially with Beltane coming forward, but it's in the future. And right now, you have to clear out all of the things that are not connected to your destiny and your fate in order for you to open up the possibility of attracting this divine counterpart. Okay, that is all I have for you. I will catch you the next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, click the bell so that way you don't miss any of my readings. Let me know which pile you chose and how it resonated with you if it did. If not, that's okay too. I will see you next time, pile number 2. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. For those of you that chose the honeysuckle, number 23, with this feather and this rune, we are going to stop the video here, and I'm going to make, I don't think I'm going to be able to stitch them together. I think I'm going to just do a new video, but my timer on my storage is like running out. I only have like 11 minutes on it, and I'm not going to try to rush. So I'm going to stop the video here, and I will link down below in the comment section the link to this video, the video of the pile number 3. Okay, so I will see you over there. Just go into the comments, click the link to the video that's there for pile number 3, and I will see you then. Bye.